Cosmic Girl 101 signing on for the bonus Gemini Tarot forecast. Hope you're all doing well, Gemini. Never been driven to do a bonus tarot, but here we are. I've already uploaded the April and May tarot readings for Gemini, so if you haven't viewed them, you may want to check them out on the Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel. And also, if you know your astrology rising sign, the videos for April and May for your rising sign is also loaded up and ready to be viewed on Cosmic Girl 101 YouTube channel. Okay, remember, free will and agency regarding any divinatory tool when you are getting advice from another. It's either organic or it's not. It fits your narrative, or quite simply it doesn't. It doesn't offend me. If it connects or it doesn't connect, I'm simply in service to spirit and humanity on this planet at this time. Right, so let's get into it for the Gemini bonus tarot forecast. Wow, we open up with a major arcana card of the world. So here's a cycle now coming to its end. Something's completing here. It's run its course, and new beginnings are about to come into your reality. So we are going to get a second tarot for more depth and detail on what the world actually means for you, Gemini, in this bonus tarot reading. So the world is a very, very long cycle that's been going on for you and your experience, and it's come to its natural ending. And you may be conscious of this or not, but I would say quite confidently you would be aware that something's coming to a completion in your experience at this time, Gemini, that is going to take you in a new direction. The second card we have is a Seven of Cups, and this is emotional overwhelm and confusion regarding what it is that's going to give you a sense of ongoing joy and fulfillment in your life. It's like a decision about a relationship or a connection that you are associated with. So this is a lot of options. Can also represent, to be really transparent, infidelity. It's like other people are involved with your emotional state of bliss and contentment. So there could be other people that are involved in your experience here that you may be consciously aware of, or unconsciously aware of and not aware of. Something, this could be infidelity going on around you that you just don't know about. That we are going to get depth and detail on what the Seven of Cups is, but it can represent infidelity and just not being sure on what it is that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. So we've got a decision that needs to be made here, or something's going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. You could be psychically and intuitively picking up on this that's making you feel overwhelmed. So you might have that emotional intelligence at this time too, that something's off. We will get some details on what that is, Gemini. So Gemini's bonus reading, what does Gemini need to know? Thank you, Spirit and guides, for being present. What is this for Gemini? So I'm just allowing Spirit to bring through 4 cards and then 4 other tarot for depth and detail. So this will be a nice quick reading, not like my usual monthly tarot forecast for the sun signs. Okay, because it's a bonus reading. I've never done this, so yeah, I'm just going with it. But I don't want to hang too long. And then we have the 4 of Cups. So you go from the 7 to the 4. So the 4 of Cups is about not making a decision, not feeling rushed to make a choice, quite simply about an offer that's been brought towards you. And the reason is behind the indecision or not making a decision about an offer is quite simply being aware that you've come to a point and you need to take some responsibility in recognizing that the path that you're on or direction you're going has a lot to do with you, and not being completely transparent or honest regarding a relationship or a significant relationship that you're connected with. Sounds like a pretty harsh reading, but, you know, this is what the Tarot's brought forward in the bonus reading, and for some Geminis, they need to know this, and I can only be true to what's being delivered in front of me. Okay, last message please for Gemini. Last message for Gemini. Okay. Gemini. Too many. Thank you guys. Last message for Gemini. So we've got 2 cups here. So this is a lot to do with our emotional landscapes, our feelings, our relationships, our heart chakra. Okay, and the last card we've got here is the Major Arcana card, the Devil. And this is about being proactively connected to a relationship or situation that you're consciously aware of. So something here of benefit in regards to sexual gratification or gratification of some sort that almost feels like you do not want to detach from. So this is habitual, ingrained behavior that you are aware of and have a lot of coherence in regards to understanding that you are behaving this way or actively engaged in a behavior or a connection or a sexual connection that you know provides some sort of base human need but is detrimental to you. So it's a very interesting reading, so let's get some depth and detail on what this is about. So here you are opening up the reading with the Major Arcana card of the World. There's a cycle naturally coming to its completion. This is the end point. And this is with the 5 of Cups. So here we go, more cups, more emotion. Okay, so here's the ending of something. Something's come to a completion here, and this card represents regret, conflict, feeling very sad and lonely about something that's gone down in the past, and it could have to do with you playing a big role in this feeling of loneliness and grief. And the positive upswing, believe it or not, with the 5 of Cups is acknowledging that grief in your part in feeling the way you do in regards to a relationship or an emotional state that you could be sitting in at this time, presents reconciliation. So even though there's an end of something that you regret and it's quite painful, there's always an opportunity to reconcile, even though it could be quite difficult, because you have had a big part in creating a lot of pain. And this, like I said, this reading either hits home or it doesn't. Like I said, it either connects or it doesn't, but it seems like it's a pretty poignant reading for some Geminis out there that need to read and hear this with this bonus reading. And then it brings you to the 7 of Cups of indecision regarding a infidelity. Other people are being involved in a relationship or connected to a significant relationship or journey that you're on right now with someone. It's like trying to decipher what works for you, what actually emotionally fulfills you. Clouded, overwhelmed with too much heightened potential regarding what it is that your happiness is with a relationship or the potential with other people. Wow. And it's with Major Arcana card, the Moon. So this is unconscious energy. It's hard to see the reality here. Something's clouding. So I think some Geminis out here with this bonus reading could be dealing with infidelity. Being the one that is being unfaithful, or a partner that you can't see is being unfaithful that you're energetically picking up on. So this is quite an in-depth, quite, to be really honest, sobering reading, but it's a raw and honest one at that. So for some Geminis out there, maybe you need this process, you need this recognition of being unhappy in a relationship or participating in infidelity or picking up energetically on infidelity and confusion around you through a partnership that's throwing you off. that brings you now to this Four of Cups. What's this Four of Cups? I'll tie it all in together in a moment here, but I think we can hear so far with this reading what's going down. So let's look at this Four of Cups, the divine offer. This offer coming in, but you're not rushed to, and you're not rushing in to make this commitment or decision to take on the offer, because quite simply, you know the past, you know your part in, you know the part you've played in this relationship and connection, and you're not real sure if it's something you want to take up again. And it might be hard to sit in recognition of how you've played a big part in this divine discontent, this position that you're actually in. It's difficult to admit fault. And it's with the Six of Swords, and this is about recovery, overcoming emotional instability, feeling drained emotionally, communication being really difficult, a lot of conflict, but moving past it. So there's an offer here and something being presented to you in regards to recovering a relationship. If you can overcome the conflict and the pain, there is recovery here, potential recovery, but there's a hesitancy in the Four of Cups about the past experience. It's like, can you gloss over the reality of the infidelity or the disconnect? Can you gloss over the fact that, accepting that the relationship really is done, you're over with it, but it's like the desperate attempt to resuscitate and save the relationship is here. And I'm not sure if you're in any rush to take it on and revive a relationship. Oh, wow, this is really quite intense, to be really honest. I don't like that word, but it is intense, this reading, for some Geminis out here. Okay, so then we end the reading with the Devil, and the major arcana card, the Devil, representing that anchoring feeling that's habitual. We know we're doing it. We're really engaged consciously, and we know it's paralyzing and detrimental to us and painful. But there's a reason we do it, because it provides something that we need. Well, it's with the Nine of Pentacles. So you could be in a relationship with someone, Gemini, that provides financial security. And almost paralyzed by the reality that if you let go of this relationship or stay in it, either way it's going to have a financial consequence or knock-on effect for you. So this is a difficult position to be in, this reading for Gemini. Okay, so here's a completion here. There's an ending that is quite painful, and there's a lot of sorrow, a lot of emotional turmoil about this completion, and it's loss, it's grief, it's regret, it's horrible, but there's potential for reconciliation. However, you may not be aware that this relationship that's come to an end was because of infidelity that you didn't know about, or was being concealed from you, or you are the one that has been possibly doing the wrong thing in regards to doing things behind the scenes with another person or people that you have been concealing, and here's the painful recognition of it. Or here is an offer that has now been brought towards you to recover and overcome this conflict and difficulty, but you are not sitting in this state of making a choice, quite simply because it's quite raw and real, and it's going to affect your world quite profoundly. And the reason, because it may be difficult to make a choice to move on and graduate and sever completely from a relationship or stay in a relationship, is because there's a financial security attached to this. There's a financial component that is quite significant and has a very, very important knock-on effect to you and your security and safety for your future. So there is a lot of heaviness connected to this reading for this Gemini bonus tarot forecast. However, for some Geminis out there, I'm sure it may resonate. And if this does connect with your experience right now, the forecast here is basically putting you on notice to understand that the 3D world and financial world is not going to provide emotional fulfillment in a relationship. It really isn't if there's no heart and soul in it, or a vacancy or a void in a relationship. It cannot sustain if it simply is not something that you're willing to acknowledge that the reason this connection has been going on, or the feeling emotionally disconnected in this relationship has been going on, quite simply is because it's got to do with resources so much, or the stability that this person or this position that you or a relationship or another person connected to this relationship provides. So there's honesty needed here to clear the air, and you might need to really sit with how you feel about the realities of a relationship and the resources and the components of finances that have such a profound effect on you and your sense of security and feeling connected in a significant partnership. I'm going to leave it there. Just trust your heart chakra more than anything. You've got to be able to feel good other than just having resources and riches. So that is your bonus reading, Gemini. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.